Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Philly Fan Radio podcast. I'm doing a solo one really quick today. There's been a lot of announcements, a lot of things happening here on free agency is actually about to hit on to the 10th. Today's the 4th. Hopefully, we'll get this out really quick. Yesterday on the 3rd, Darius Slay was released. He had 1 year left in his contract. We are going to have some dead money, but what did I note here? There's going to be actually saving 4.3 million. It's going to be designated post June 1st. Okay, so we lost Darius Slay. He's been in the season 12 years, 5 with the Eagles. He originally actually got started with the Lions. We know that he never won a Super Bowl with them, but potentially he could go back there. There are a lot of contenders on it. He said he still loved to play at least one more year. But what was really strange to me is right before the NFC Championship, Darius Slay goes on and talks to a reporter and says, I got one more year, but it probably won't be with Philly. Now, why would you go into the championship? And now you made the Super Bowl with the Eagles. Does that play a factor in any of this? I don't really think it actually played a huge factor on it, besides him going onto Instagram. The Philadelphia fans are very tough. Don't get me wrong. But you just don't go and post those. You don't post your stats or anything like that. If you have a bad game, if you let a lot go, within your game, yeah, we're going to give you shit for it. But don't worry about it. Do I miss Slay? I think he was very productive in the ending there in the postseason. As we got along longer into the season, I think his productivity went up. He was out a number of times, knee injury. I think he had a hamstring, whatever was going on. But okay, so we lost Slay. There goes a corner with James Bradbury, who wasn't a factor last season at all, torn Achilles. He was let go. There was another corner. I think we saved somewhere like 2.1 million on it. The concern that I have going into it is now we don't have a number of corners that need to be actually re-signed. Isaiah Rodgers played really well, but he was only on a 1 year. I think, did I have him on a 1 year onto it? Yeah, so Isaiah Rodgers really kind of needed to sign some things up. Well, let me see my notes. Where's Rodgers? Yeah, so he had a 1 year deal, $1 million, actually 1 million like 55,000. Need to sign him up. The concern, and we have Blankenship who's out there. Avante Maddox, is he still producing? Sidney Brown still got a kind of a little like evaluation onto it. There are a number of players that actually need to be locked up. Where is my stats? Okay, so let's see. Corner Avante Maddox needs to be signed, or we're got some issues. Isaiah Rodgers. The thing is that I heard some reports about taking Cooper DeJean and taking him out of the nickel, moving him over. I don't know how I feel about that. I think there's a concern there is that why would you touch the boy? He's doing freaking awesome where he's at. Don't mess with it. Is he going to lock him up? I got no doubt that will play phenomenal in the position. But now the concern is you taking him out of the nickel. We have Zach Bond, linebacker, who I've yet to see a signing. I think the biggest concern right now is I'd love to lock up Zach Bond. Saquon actually just signed a 2 year extension, 1 year into his contract, 2 year extension, 41.2 million, and he had 36 million guaranteed. So great. That first of all, he deserves every penny of that. I am glad they did some things. Not sure why that was done now, but maybe there was something like agreement. Hey, listen to it, or they felt that his productivity was really high. He's 28 years old. He's got some time left in him. The money's worth it. Saquon, you deserve every penny after the phenomenal year you had. It's just unbelievable. The records you broke, everything. Good job, Howie, on it. The only concern that I keep watching and keep looking for updates is Zach Bond. Why haven't we signed it? If I saw a report during, I think it was in February 25th, maybe something like that, or even it was quoted Howie in the Super Bowls that they could let some people kind of go or forfeit some of it to get some more. They love their offensive and defensive line, but I'm sorry. I think that's just rumors. I don't think they're going to let Zach Bond go, but yes, I am nervous. Lock him up, get him done. If he commands some money, you got some more cap space thanks in the NFL, do it. We'll keep an eye on some of those, but like I said, the listing goes on all the players. that hit free agency. Now, free agency starts on the 10th. We got Bradbury. All right, no worries there. Sweat, that's a concern. Brandon Graham's listed on it. I don't think Brandon Graham, personally, I don't think he's going to play another year. He wanted to play one more year and go out on top. He injured himself and still played in a Super Bowl. I don't think there's any more out on top. Like they won. That was like perfect completion for it. He played in the 2018 one, the 52. He just was phenomenal then. Let's see. Well, obviously we mentioned Zach Bond, Becton. I would probably re-sign him. Milton Williams. I've heard some things or whatever it is, but I hope they keep him around. Rick Lovato, long snapper. LaRaven Clark. Sorry, LaRaven. Oh, and then Uzoma, Fred Johnson, Jack Driscoll, Paris Campbell. I'm not really kind of like hurt on that. Burks, Nick Gates. Yeah. Burks was actually really good and productive. Rogers on it. Ian Book. Gainwell, I would keep Gainwell. I think he's definitely one to keep here on the things. I think he had a productive season right behind Saquon. And Britton Covey, I have to tell you, I've been a Britton Covey fan, but I have not seen. I saw in preseason they had him in wide receiver, but I have not seen that. And Ben Sumarin. So there are a number that could potentially. We've got some work to do, and it is getting pretty close to the 10th. So Howie, it's time to lock things up. All right, everybody, we'll bring you some more news as soon as we have some more information. Because guess what? Go Birds! We're out of here.